everything to me. It's how I think, it's why I create. To me, food is family. I'm Sammy Monsour. I'm a third-generation chef.
The fat boy right there now.
Sustainability is the moral compass of my career. The world is going to increase by 2.5 billion humans in the next 20 years. There are mouths to feed. So obviously, we can look to aquaculture, but we've got to do it right. I truly want to master understanding how you can create a great farm for salmon, because I think that that's kind of the key to feeding the world. I've come 6,000 miles from my restaurant in downtown Los Angeles to southern Chile to find out if what they're doing might be the most innovative and sustainable salmon farming in the world.
This is the hatchery. This is the first step for the full process of the salmon.
And this is water that's running in the streams outside, and it originates as glacier water?
Yes, correct.
So can I drink this?
Yes, of course.
I want to keep drinking it.
And this tank is between 50 to 60,000.
That's a lot of fish.
A lot of fish.
And then how many tanks are in this room right now?
52.
So there's this like 5,000 square foot facility on land that's going to raise and harvest essentially the starting process of what's going to be 37 million pounds of salmon for humans to eat. I'd say that's one hell of a sustainable way to manage your land in terms of feeding the planet.
This area where we are right now, we are about 320 feet deep, and the pens go down 65 feet. This is very important for the salmon farming, to have deep areas so it helps with the cleanliness.
I think that that's a really big concern for a lot of people. You have millions of salmon, and there's two things that's going into the water. Their waste, and then food they don't eat.
The densities are very well measured, and there's a big separation between the farms. And in terms of controlling the waste of food, we have underwater cameras at different levels. So when we start to notice one or two pellets going through, we stop immediately feeding. So it's really, really controlled to minimize the impact.
This is it. This is the food coming out. This is why I came here, to come to the salmon farm. This is so cool.
Yeah, you
see that guy that just jumped up?
Very happy.
I mean, he looks like the fish that we were just cutting up a few days ago in Los Angeles. I mean, you want to talk about connecting with your food at the source? This is so cool. In the past, it's taken 2 to 3 pounds of pelagic fish in the meal to raise 1 pound of farm-raised salmon. So what's your fish into fish out ratio, and what's in that feed?
Well, specifically on this salmon that we are seeing here, we include algae, meal, and oil that provide the omega-3 we need for the salmon farming. So we use half a pound of wild catch fish to produce 1 pound of farm salmon.
That's amazing.
It's amazing, and the fish is performing well.
Today, in our feeds, we are using AlgaPrime, which is a microalgae that supplies DHA, one of the most important marine omega-3s that fish will need and humans will need as well.
The omega-3's point of origin in the ocean is algae. The small fish eat the algae. It goes up the food chain until the salmon get their omegas. So essentially, you're replacing the middle fish with the AlgaPrime to get those omega-3s.
Yes,
Using less wild fish to make the meal.
exactly.
Coho is my favorite salmon, one of my favorite fish, and the silver side is like amazing. It's buttery, it's rich, it's well marbled, it melts in your mouth. And I'm just curious, Does the AlgaPrime have a role in that?
AlgaPrime is part of the oil that we are using in that diet, and oil has a huge impact on flesh quality.
So just like humans, salmon, the same thing, right? We are what we eat.
Definitely, yes.
We are absolutely convinced that the companies that are going to be successful in the future is because they are responsible in their production. It starts from the very beginning, in the hatcheries that we are working, and also in the feed. And that is why we went to the AlgaPrime.
Okay. Wow. You're a superstar, Sammy. What I've learned in Chile is that not all farm salmon are created equally. The water's got to be clean, the fish have to be healthy, and the feed matters.